Hi and welcome to the second trig video, and in this one I'm going to be finding the angle in a right angled triangle. So once again we are starting off with our right angled triangle. This is 5.6 centimetres, this is 8.6 centimetres, and we want to find this angle here, and we're going to call that x. So once again we label up the sides. The right angle points to the hypotenuse, so this is labelled H. The angle is opposite this side, so that's the O, and then this side is next to the angle, it's adjacent to the angle, so that is A. Then we write down our SOHCAHTOA, and write down what we've got and what we want. We have got the hypotenuse, we have got the opposite, and we want the angle. That means we want something related to the S, the C, or the T. So tick off the things that we have got. We have got the hypotenuse, ticking this one and this one. We've also got the opposite, this one and this one, and we want to find the angle. Now the only triplet out of these three which has got two things ticked is the sine triplet, so that is the one we're going to use. So draw that into our triangle and cover up the thing that we want. So we're going to cover up the S because we want the angle, and we have got the opposite and the hypotenuse. So we're going to write sine is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. And if we fill in those values that we have got, the opposite was 5.6 and the hypotenuse was 8.6. And if we put that into our calculator, we get a decimal, which is 0.651162, blah, 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 and keeps going. Okay, so once you've put that into your calculator, and I'm going to show you on the calculator in a second, you need to then ask the calculator, if this is the sine of the angle, the ratio between the two sides, what is the angle that I am thinking of, or what is the angle I'm trying to find? So we have to ask our calculator to find that by undoing the sine bit, and we do that by doing shift and then the sine button, and that will bring up on our calculator display sine with a -1 above it. Then there are two things you can do. You can either do shift sine and it will come up with this on the calculator and it will open a bracket. You could then put your 5.6 over 8.6 and close the bracket, and then when you press equals it will give you the angle. Or the other thing you can do is, if you've worked this out, this is then stored on the answer button on your calculator, you could just type in shift sine, which would give you this, press the answer button and then equals, and in both cases it will give you an angle of 40.6 degrees. So I'm just going to show you that on the calculator. So we've got 5.6 and 8.6. Right, so we have got 5.6 divided by 8.6. Okay, and that gives us, sorry, it's really difficult to try and get this so that it doesn't reflect. 5.65 gives us this. This is stored on our answer button, and then we press shift sine answer, close the bracket and press equals, and that tells us that the angle is 40.6. Okay, or the other way I said of doing it was shift sine and then use the bracket and put 5.6 on the top, come down to the bottom over 8.6 and then close the bracket, and that will give us 40.6 as well. Okay, either way is perfectly correct, and then I just rounded it to one decimal place for the angle. Thank you for watching.